Tactical nuke incoming!
Here we go. Here we go. A bomb in a shower. I think he's. Is he gone? Is he gone? Okay. Good. Because I got a bomb in the shower right now, I feel all fresh, but now I'm all sweaty again thanks to Nemesis jumping on me. Jesus fucking Christ. We definitely have had like a really action-packed like 1 minute of the stream. Holy shit. Hi everyone, welcome to Vixey's Workshop. I'm your host, Vixey the Caracal Skunk. Or you can call me a skitty if you're feeling cute. And we are back to creative streams today. Oh yeah, you can blame Superstar Reindeer for that one. They jumped right in there right when they joined. Aww. And Aiden's a cutie too. 100%. Ain't no argument. Who else we got? We got Wildberry, good to see you. And we got my boyfriend Zaf, good to see you. Thanks for coming by. Oh, and we got Lord of Dark Fluffs, good to see you. What a little dumpy going. Nice. Alright. So this is kind of a take two stream. Because we were originally going to be working on the Vtuber model update earlier. It's going to be last Thursday. However, the 5.0 update to Blender broke the rig. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come. I'm going to try and hold out hope that things are actually going to work out well for us. But we're going to be making an effort to update the rig that we have here to match Vixey's current design. Let's get a reminder for everyone of what Vixey's current design is. Because some of you might not even remember. But yeah, if you look right here, Vixey is similar, but she's had some very key changes to her. By the way, congratulations to Superstar Reindeer for the 7 stream watch streak and Tyafall for the 110 stream watch streak. Don't even have anything to say for this number, Bork. Nice. Thank you so much for the cutes, Aiden, and for the boop Sage. You guys are so sweet. But yeah, first of all, she's now a hybrid. And so she's now half Caracal and half skunk. This model is for a 100% pure skunk. But fortunately, the cosmetic changes should be pretty easy to do. Knock on wood. Because while these are easy changes to draw, to actually update these on a 3D model takes a little bit more effort. And so, today, we're going to be starting our very first multi-phase project, which is what you see right above my head right here. In order to keep track of what the heck we're actually doing here, because it's going to get really involved with a lot of technical stuff and everything. I have this up here to keep track of what exactly we're doing. I have 6 different phases that I've listed out for like ultimately what I want to do with this model. Fortunately, I only have to do about like 3 phases in order for it to actually like get updated to the point where it actually looks like me. So probably once we do the first 3 phases, we'll take a break, we'll do something else, we'll come back to it. And do like bonus round 1, a bonus round 2, a bonus round 3. Sound good to everyone? Too bad. You're here. So you're gonna do what I tell you. Otherwise, I'm gonna shake my tail at you. And that'll hypnotize you to do anything. Anyway. And as an added bonus, of course, this is an art stream, so I'm going to be locking in a bit. I'm going to explain what I'm doing along the way. But of course, it means that I'm not going to be engaging with chat as much as I usually would. So, let's go ahead and engage song requests. Hold off! Don't. Hands off. Hands off the song request. I need to turn it on first. Jesus Christ. I swear, we got like 3 people who always like jump the gun. Okay, give me a sec. Okay, okay. Gotta log into Twitch. Cause it's been a minute. Well, admit last time I saw you click a thing and thought it was song request on toggle. Nope. Okay. So clear. Pause my music.
Yeah, bitch!
Hi 10, what if I jump the gun on purpose? As a meme, Vixey giggle.
Hey, it's as long as you don't hold that against me. There we go. We got our first person to jump the gun. Okay, it's ready. Okay. That being said, so what does our first phase actually mean? Well, I call it phase 0 because we're not actually doing any changes.
Anyway, girl,
Yo, bye!
you have a good time tonight. Get some sweets, get some eats, drink it, tear it, fuck it up. Woo!
Hey, Bite, welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Vixey, the Caracal Skunk, and welcome to Vixey's Workshop, our queer-friendly creative hotspot here on Twitch. How are you guys doing? What were you streaming? Tales of Vesperia, yo! Honestly, like, the Tales games are really underrated. I know I played both Tales of Symphonia and Tales of Berseria here on stream. Really fun. Okay, so basically what I want to try and do is I want to try and take the current Vixey rig and make sure I haven't broken anything. Make sure that I can completely export this from, export this into Unity, and from Unity, export it as a VRM file, and then bring it into VNeon, which is my Vtuber software. So effectively, what that means is we gotta get this rig to go through 3 separate programs without anything breaking. It shouldn't technically have any problems. However, I completely rebuilt this rig from scratch, if you remember from last year. Meaning that there are things that may only work in Blender. If it only works in Blender, and it doesn't work in Unity or VN, we're going to have to figure that out first before we can actually make any changes. So, that's phase 1. Or phase 0, as I call it, because we haven't actually made any changes. Okay. So, I've zeroed out all the values, and for some reason, Vixey is actually hovering way above the ground. So I need to figure out why that is. Okay, Google. Let's see. Blender dotted line in viewport. What does that mean? They're called relationship lines. They show relationships between an object and its parent and the object and its constraints. It can be turned off in options. Huh. But I don't want to turn it off. I do actually want to, like... I want to actually fucking let this happen. I need to use this. Okay, so... what's actually transformed here? Okay, so this rig is transformed all the way up here. If I were to zero that out, it does bring Vixey all the way down, but it also takes the control structures off of her. That's interesting. What about this? I mean, I suppose I could counter it this way. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. So, in other words, the dotted line points from this rig to its parent, which is an empty object called character group. Cool. So, if that's the case, then what I want to do is see, does that matter? And how much does that matter? Jeez, am I like all the way over here? What the fuck? Yeah, the object location isn't 0 for whatever reason. And that's something I need to figure out. Well, I need to know if I need to figure it out, I guess, is a bigger question. Okay, so let's go ahead and try and export this and bring it into Unity and see what happens. Okay, what are our options for export? Path mode, auto, batch mode, off, limit to selected objects. Then we've got transforms and all of that. Cool. And no animation. Okay. And then we'll make a new directory in here. What will we call it? We'll call it export, sure. All right. We'll save there. And now let's bring up Unity.
You're cute.
Thank you so much for the cute Sappy. Hey, it's little me, isn't it? Because if we can deal with the rig in Unity easier than we can deal with it in Blender, we can do that. You know what I just thought? Maybe it has to do with the scale. What if I originally rigged Vixey at a much bigger scale? I'll have to take a look at that after I do this test. That was a rhetorical thought. So I know any good knock-knock jokes while Unity loads? Jesus Christ. Yeah, you're 20 minutes late. I'm gonna kill you. Don't stress about it. Jesus Christ. Okay, import new asset. Let's go over to our Blender folder and import this. And let's make a new scene. Okay, I don't see anything. Is that because, like, Vixey is way up? Where is Vixey? I don't want to open this. Okay, well. That's a big fat 0 for the first test. Let's see. Vixey export. Vixey VRM. Sure. Updating the cute skunk model? Sure am. Hi, Conan. Okay. Close, close, quit, close. Cool. Blender. Back to Blender. Now, see, Blender opens up that easily. I don't get it. Okay. Let's look at scale specifically. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I am seeing a little bit of scale here, but I'm also seeing... Yeah, I'm also seeing that this geometry is transformed as well, so... Okay, first of all, let's try and bring this down. Let's also bring this down. And let's also bring this down. Well, that didn't quite go the way I was hoping. Let's see. Anything else that I can, like, readjust to 0, potentially? Okay. Rotation, sure. Aha. Boy. You like the naked skunk, huh? Oh, thank you so much for the poops! Okay, I'm actually going to save this and look at an earlier version.
You're cute.
Thank you so much for the cute and the cute squeaks, you guys. Okay, let me open an earlier version. Because I know I had this. Yeah, see, that's good. I don't know what the fuck I messed up on the other one. So if I go to like layout here. So, yeah, the question is, what does this rig not have? I'm sure I will find out. Yeah, everything here looks zeroed out.
You're cute.
Not me, I have no idea what Bugsnax is. Don't include me into this ridiculous song. Okay, let's try exporting this again. Selected objects. Cool. Okay, are you happy with this now, Unity? I mean, I'd eat your butterscotch cinnamon pinions. Oh, that opened a lot easier.
You're cute.
Thank you so much for the cutes. Okay. And let's import the B3 version. Okay, that's more promising because I can actually see some stuff in here. There we go. Yeah, I definitely see things in here. I don't know that this is working like I'm expecting it, but... Alright, what do we see in here? We got clothes, we got rig, we got Vixey. And why can't I see anything? Okay, I see the Vixey object here. It has a skinned mesh renderer. Is it just that tiny? Huh. It could just be microscopic. Really? Oh god, it is. Look how tiny that is. There we go. Alright, there are no materials here. But at least we got the model. We can see if that goes through. And these... Okay, these are transforms. Got it. Thank you so much for the bops. Oh, yeah. I think it'd be really cool if I could make a 3D model for all of my OCs, but that takes a little bit more effort than drawing. Okay. Now let me look at the Uni VRM exporter instructions. Okay. Okay. So, click on the blue icon, which is the prefab. By default, they're set for standard shader. Yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Create a folder for materials. And extracting materials. I don't know that I had any materials, so I'm just going to kind of skip that. All right, let's go over to... Wait, hang on. Oh yeah, import settings here. Rig. Originally, the animation type is set to generic. Switch it to humanoid. And click apply. Yo, that did something. Now, click the configure button. Oh! Oh wow, I'm in the matrix here! This is why I'm glad I'm doing this now. I have no idea what the hell's going on. Okay, Huh. The orientation looks weird for the hands, but... It's got some things. And like, why is the ear all lopped? Okay, okay. Well then, what's the next step? Check your bone assignments. Okay. You mean I had to know what my rig is? Huh. Yeah, these are definitely fucked up. Let's see. Well, let's do the basic ones. Okay, left arm, shoulder. That should be, where's left? Left, 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 left. C position, root, thigh, leg, thigh, leg. Okay, up the spine, arm. Oh, that's right, we had this, like, with FK and that was really good for posing. Is that gonna mess this up? I hope it doesn't mess this up. Oh, good. There's like a shoulder here. Okay, look, we got like shoulder, C shoulder L, arm twist. Where the hell are the fingers though? Gotta find like where the wrist is. Hang on. Wrist. Apparently I fucked things up. Okay. I know the character's not in a T-pose. You don't have to tell me. Okay. Let's collapse this a bit. This hierarchy seems to be all sorts of messed up. How'd that happen? No wonder it's confused. Because we got like the foot is attached to the rig directly. How? Oh, that's the IK. Okay, let's ignore the IK. Let's ignore the poles. And that leaves us with a root. So that should be the left shoulder. Cool. I wonder if it's just supposed to be this ref right here. Because I know, like, when you do a rig for animation, you make these, like, fancy shapes, like boxes and rings, so that the animator has an easier time visualizing, okay, if I want to move the wrists, how do I do that? It's easier to grab the ring and rotate the ring and know that everything's going to move along with it, as opposed to if you had to select each of the joints manually. So, I'm wondering, and I don't know, this is just me not seeing this damn thing for such a long time. I'm not sure exactly how this was structured. So, hope you guys don't mind if I talk out loud about this, because fuck, I need to figure this out. Okay, so then that would be arm ref. And then this would be forearm ref. Then we got hand ref. So if that's the case, then if we're pointing towards this, and the hips would be like root ref. Spine 1 ref. Spine 2 ref right there. And no upper chest. And then this would be shoulder R. Arm ref R. And then this one is arm ref, forearm ref R. Hand ref R. Okay, and then if we're going with this ref structure right here, we still need thighs. Right. So then upper leg left would be thigh ref L. And then leg ref. Okay, so this might be wrong. Because apparently the ref is above the geometry somehow. Oh, Rio, welcome and congratulations on the 3 stream watch streak. Thanks for showing up. It's good to see you. Okay, and then leg ref R. foot ref. Toes, ref. R. Okay. Looks like that's not right. It's neck, head, ref. Yeah, overall, I'm not sure that this ref is it. And it's still pointing at problems, so let's look at the C pause and stuff like that. All of those really seem like more shapes than anything else. Yeah, I'm not sure if this is what we're looking for. Head scale, fix, C head, ear space. Okay, yeah, in general, this might actually be more of what we're looking for. So let's switch over the head here.
Okay, I know this is a really bad idea, but I'm already here, so here we fucking go.
Are you really sure that you want me to talk like this while I'm just talking about wicking stuff? I mean, you do is use, but sure. I just can talk like this. Okay, so if we do this and say
You're cute.
this is the left
You're
eye,
cute.
and we do this, that this is
You're cute.
the
You're
right
cute.
eye. Apparently you are really enjoying it. I'm very
You're
glad.
cute.
The simple pleasures in life, am I right? Let's see. Apparently we do have a
You're
mouth
cute.
bone, so let's just go ahead and use that one. You guys are also very sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much. I believe that's going to be head X. Cool. And then if we go up one more. Okay, we got forearm, tail, Woot master. There we go. Now see, that's what I'm confused about. Cause like, you would normally see, you just think about your normal body, you know. Like, the head is supposed to be attached to the neck, but I sees no necks. I sees head, I sees the head is attached to the head scale fix, and then I sees that the head is attached to the sea trudge. And that's what makes me think we got a big fucky wucky right here. See, Woot Master. And then we goes up to like all of the ties and the IKs and all of that. Let's see. Okay. Back to the drawing board for this one. A blender. Let's see what we're looking at here. So C12. Okay, hang on. Wig. Pose mode. And under pose mode, we should be able to see where exactly this goes. Okay. I have right now the C neck selected. And C neck is right there. But yes. Excuse me. So what are all of these? I don't know. What I really call these bones? Bones? Yeah, that's technically a bone. But if I were to go into like edit mode, and then I were to yeah, that might be a better idea. If I click on Vixey and click on weight painting mode, and let's hide the clothes, then hopefully we can see what exactly everything is bound to. You pause? Oh, right. We had to do some fucky wucky thing where, like, we select this, and somehow we can select something else outside. A strict selection of object to use the same mode as the active object. Yeah, that's it. Cool. See pause. See trash. Ba 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 ba. Forearm, hand. Pinky. Pinky what? Pinky, pinky. Okay, so if that's not what I was bound to, let's see. Okay, those are just the shapes. Cool, cool. Main, secondary, and tonal. In tonal. Oh, never mind. Oh boy, it's wheeled out. But yeah, good to see you, Chrysler. Huh. Okay, well, let's look at the menu over here to see if I can actually learn anything from here. Assign automatic from bones. Assign from bone envelopes. Normalize sphere. Clean. Quantize. Set the weights to a fixed number. Levels. Smooth. Transfer weight. Limit total. Set weight. Sample weight. Sample group. Gradients. Lock. Nope. That's unfortunate. Okay, so we have a blush. We got a blur, an average, a smear. Weight sampling. And annotate. Yeah, I feel like this is not helpful too much because, like, the fact that she's blue means that there's no weights on her. But that's clearly not true. Because if I were to move her to pose mode, I can move her, right? Let's see. Yeah, let me like grab the neck. Yeah, so she is weighted, but what I'm understanding here is what I'm understanding here is that Unity needs to get rid of all of these control structures. Like, all of these fancy shapes are great for animation, but no good if we want to actually do any game engine driving. And that is really important. Because what you need to know about VNyan, which is the program I'm actually getting animated in, is that this is a game engine. This is running off of Unity just like any of your other games that might use a 3D model. Similar to VR chat and all that. Ulu mode's been on for longer than I actually needed to, but I'm like, fuck it at this point, you know? But yeah, I'm not sure if I can actually show you necessarily. I can actually show you the program directory to prove it, but I don't think that's necessary. And if that's the case, then this doesn't understand any of these fancy control structural thingies. So if that's the case, I wonder. We do have AutoWig Pro enabled. Can we get it to, like, remove all of those structures that we originally had? Go to Object Mode. Select the wig. Oh! Oh, well, what's this? He has an export. And it has a fixed wig option? What? This is specifically a game engine export! Let's go! No issues found. Ready for export. Alright. Let's go ahead and export this here. AutoWig Pro export. Hang on. I should probably put the clothes back on, but whatever. And this might actually end up fixing the issue I was having in the other file. But we'll get to that later. Unity! Unity! Okay, humanoid wig. Apply. Configure. Well, fuck. It was just that simple. I mean, so far it was that simple, yeah. Let's double check. The spine, head, neck, head, eye, jaw. Is that really tongue? I don't think that it was. Okay. Eye. Yeah, I think that's just mouth. Honestly. Yep, root X. Shoulder. Well, it's pointing at these arm stretches. I'm not sure if that's the right one. So we got these stretches, and then we got the elbow. Then you got twist bones. All right. I don't really see any other option though. Because we got this twist, we got the twist, and then we got like the elbow and stuff, but it doesn't seem to really care about the elbow. So fuck me, I guess. We just bow. We go fuck it. Fine. Yeah, because got the knee as well, and apparently it doesn't give a fuck about that. So, yeah. Hand. Index. Wait. That seems wrong. Yeah, that is wrong. That is wrong. Okay, so the proximal. Okay, wait, the distal should be like index 2, and then intermediate should be index 1 or 2, and then index proximal to be 1. I suppose it's time. Ugh. Nope. Thank you so much for the uwu mode. That was a little silly while I was trying to figure that one out. Okay. Middle L, middle 2L, and then middle 1L. And then we should have ring 3L, ring 2L, and ring 1L. Oh, so now the pinky actually understood. Okay. Right hand probably has the same change. Yep. Index 3 right, index 2 right, and then index 1 right. Middle 3 right, middle 2 right, middle 1 right. Ring 3 right, ring 2 right, and ring 1 right. Awesome. Apply. Let me just double check this, but I think that's it. Spine. Yeah, and then neck, head. Cool. Okay. And once that's set, click done. Then you can drag and drop it into the scene. Cool. Check normals of blend shape, sure. And export model as VRM from menu. The job loan is included. It may not be what you intended. Please check the humanoid avatar settings screen. I thought that's what we needed. Why? What is the how else am I supposed to interpret mouth? Well, we'll see. Okay, we need a name. We'll do Vixey. Now, how about we name it after one of my favorite ponies, Derpy Vix. Cool. Okay, random thumbnail, sure, whatever. Derpy Vix V1. And then, where did I put that, huh? Twitch? Oh yeah, I put it in Twitch. Okay, cool. Okay. It looks like there's some things that we can set up, such as expression, lip sync. Oh yeah, the blend shapes and stuff. We can set up the first person settings, including the model's head for VR applications, eye gaze, and spring bones. Alright. But let's say, for instance, that we don't care about that. How exactly is this gonna look when I actually, like, load this in VNian? Oh fuck, I love Dearest. I love all of the Inuyasha opening and ending. Okay. Alright, Derpy Vix. Show us your stuff. Ooh. Okay, hang on.
You're cute.
Oh, look at that. I mean, it's sure
You're
not
cute.
like it's sure not perfect. I'll definitely need to figure out the mouth. Yeah. I need to figure out the mouth. I need to get the eye blinks working. But I mean, and obviously I need to get the textures from somewhere. But like, it's already tracking my hands. Look at that. What would you say? Is that like 90%, 80%? Vixey, you suck, or whatever. I'm like Bizarro Vix right now. Although realistically, I should probably set the size to be like a realistic height or something like that. Anyway, I'd say that was a successful test. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't call that like completely done yet, because we got several other things that we need to do. But it was really worth it to actually figure out that, oh, guess what? AutoRig Pro actually knows how to export itself. Okay, so back to Blender. And even better news, it might actually know how to fix itself. Okay, so I'll click here, click on the rig, click on ARP, go to export, check rig. No issues! Operations were applied. Okay, so apparently that doesn't fix it. But that being said, maybe that's not an issue? ARP. Alright. Include all facial bones. Yeah, it's times 100. Big axis conversion. I don't think we need to bake animations though. Global scale, geometry normal, tangent space, apply modifiers, triangulate. Add blank mesh object with no vertices when the skeleton only is exported to prevent import issues. But no, I want to embed textures and everything like that, so never mind. Armature axes. Alright, let's see what that does. Cool. Alright, let's see if we can get some more stuff out of this export here. Okay. And now that I think about it, it would be really good for me to, like, import my current VRAT in order to get the scale. Really? Let's see. Alright, Unity, how do you frame selected object in the viewport? F? There you go. Alright, so that's how big it is. That's how big we need to make our Vixey one. Let's go ahead and go back out to Blender, find the export, and import this. As indeed a humanoid, configure that. Alright. Looking good, looking good. Alright, I guess I can. Can we set the jaw to none? Because apparently they didn't want me to do that. cool. Okay, we got some materials we need to update here. You so much for the poops. Or the... it's the same sound effect as the throw plush. In which case, fuck you. Oh, probably because I've never been genuinely angry with anyone. At least not for something that I tell you to do. You know, that would be rude. Hey, there we got some materials. They look 90% of the way there. Sure. It would be funny if that plush has a 1 in 10 chance of doing a scream or an ouch. To have like a sound pool, that'd be funny. Okay, that's about the right size. Okay, Derpy Vix. cool. And, oh, right, the last derpy, because why not? Alright, let's see how that derpy looks. Okay. Yeah, we obviously have to adjust the blend shapes. Because, like, everything is on right now. And obviously we have to figure out what to do with the eyes. But yeah, that's progress. We got the textures in. So let's go ahead and bring in the VRM. And see if we can play with some of the settings.
You're cute.
Thank you so much for the cute. Oh yeah, I need to actually bring back the old one. Bring back the one that works. Oh, thank God. Okay, cool. Okay, what can I do with this? It is expression and lip sync using a VRM blend shape proxy. The figure above something something. Create Unity Engine avatar. VRM instance. VRM. Blend. Nope. Experimental. No, that's not what we need at all. Hmm. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Is it already in here somewhere? Because I see the blend shapes. Yeah, that's an expression. Clothes, fishnet, humanoid, jacket, jacket normals. Vixey, Vixey, sad, Vixey, 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 yeah, okay.
Nice to meet ya, bitch.
Oh, who's there? It's Barco! Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. Okay, so yeah, we got some expressions. So maybe it's actually renamed as expression or something like that. Expression? Auto expression? Runtime exporter? Visual primitive? Well, Barco, we ask one question to all of our new followers. This is Vixey's Workshop, our queer-friendly creative hotspot here on Twitch. So if you have the skills to do it, what's the one thing you would want to create? Like, we're talking with so many different people. I know. Oh, bingo? Sorry. But talking with so many different people, I know everyone has like a webcomic or a game mod or like a original character or something like that they want to create if they have the skills to do so. I love hearing about that from new people. You write poetry? Oh, that's awesome! What type of poetry is your favorite to write? Do you do like limericks? Fuck, my poetry is like really limited to like high school poetry, like iambic pentameters is what comes up to my mind. Shakespeare! Probably really silly. Got Canvas Manager. Just starting my art journey. It wasn't allowed growing up. I'm all happy and safe, so now I'm gonna make art. That is awesome, and that is exactly what this channel is made for. Because I'll tell you, I didn't grow up free to express myself completely. I was severely restricted too. So now fuck it. I'm gonna be a pink caracal skunk on the internet if I want to. Okay, there's only the VRM instance under VRM 10. What else do we got? There's gotta be more than just this. Thank you. Yeah, more specifically, that's me right there. So I am half skunk. The other half is caracal, which is a wildcat. But yes, we stand skunks here, 100%. Hey, I just consider you all good friends. If you want to show up here and support my creativity, I am very happy to have you. Huh. I think the documentation I'm reading is a little out of date. Because, yeah, there's definitely, like, a script that needs to go... Oh, maybe it belongs here instead. Maybe it's in blend? Nope. Okay. We got auto expression, blinker. Yeah, VRM 10. Blinker, canvas manager, runtime loader. Oh. That doesn't help at all either. Okay. Whatever. Let's just go ahead and save this. And we'll work on that later. Thank you so much for the save reminder. Oh, so many good questions. Let's see. Do you have a cat? I do not. My apartment doesn't allow cats. But growing up, I had like 3 of them. And they were the best little creatures in the world. So I hope to end up, if I ever move, I hope to be able to get a cat of my own again. Because I've always identified with cats. Like, even when I was like in high school, like the idea of being like a little cat girl was so sweet. Equal housing opportunities for cats, yes! But somehow my apartment complex let me in, and I'm half cat, so, you know, judge that how you will. When did you start making art? So, the first time I ever, like, really drew was back in middle school. But, like, and, like, I can show you some of the old art that I did. But, like, I was never really confident in the art. Like, I would always jump back and forth with, like, oh, like, I'm feeling really inspired. I want to draw this. And then I look at it the next day and I'm like, ah, this looks like garbage. I feel awful. People on the internet draw better than me. Blah, 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 blah. And so you could say I was a little bit of a perfectionist. And so I didn't really end up really embracing drawing nearly as well until, like, I think it's almost exactly a year ago now. Like, a year ago, I ended up deciding that I wanted to teach myself Blender to do animation. And so my good friend Loon ended up making this model for me as a commission. Thank you so much to Loon Snowtail. And so I brought that into Blender and started playing around with it. And one thing led to another, and then all of a sudden, like, I'm starting to gain confidence in my own drawing as well. And so I updated my Sona to what it is right now, which is what I'm trying to update my VTuber model to match. And yeah, I've just really been enjoying it. And so that's really what I want to spend my time doing more than like a whole bunch of different games, because that's what I was streaming before. Before, it was just streaming a variety of different games that were kind of interesting to me, but nothing ever really stuck necessarily. I had some different racing games that I really enjoyed, but like, if I really wanted to get into it, I needed to like invest to get like a steering wheel and stuff like that. And like, it's just kind of like, I kind of got to the skill cap with a controller and it started to get boring. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hopefully that answered your question. Wishing all artists freedom from imposter syndrome. Yes, yes, yes. And that is exactly why we are here. So, thank you everyone so much for coming. If you liked what you saw, please drop a follow. And if you are already following, please share with a friend that you think might like this. I am extremely excited to meet new queer creatives and learn about their different projects. So, and a shout out to, oh, who are we raiding into? Good question. Oh yeah, I got Discord. Give me a sec. There's my Discord. I dropped it in chat. I logged out? I don't know how that is. Hang on.
Yeah.
Apparently. So, let me just use my phone then. Who's online? Shut up. Do. Still, Vixey, still a cute skunk. Aw, thank you. Oh, we could do a Garflin raid, but who else is on? Okay, I'm gonna raid into another artist friend of mine. We're gonna be raiding into Flex with T-Rex. So, once again, thank you all so much for coming. A big thank you for Bingo for the follow. A big thank you to Rio for the 3 stream watch streak. Zap for the 110 stream watch streak. Ty for the 110 stream watch streak. Superstar Ranger for the 7 stream watch streak. And a big shout out to Bite Resonance for the raid. Okay, you all enjoy your time with Flex with T-Rex. We'll be back here on Thursday at 7 o'clock, where we're going to be continuing this project. And with that, we'll see you later. Bye, everyone.